Your best move is to angle out, get the sword, good target area for your block, for your disarm, wrist to arm. So think about meeting any of those strikes that come towards you with that motion. Going the opposite angle, angle out, get away from the power of the blade, and then meet it with a strike to the arms. But have it up there just in case, like I said, you're not as fast as you thought you'd be. We're going to try and do some sparring with it for anyone that wants to. I've got a couple of softer swords. If you've got the ones with the noodles like this Pattinson has, we ought to be able to get a couple of rings going so we can get several matches going at once. But a couple of the highlights of it, Mr. Stock, if you would. We'll both start off, again, right foot in front, swords out. Your distancing is, again, back where the tip is. Now you'll see if you watch any of these matches, you'll see a lot of this type of stuff. Kind of like in MMA, UFC, if you've watched that, and they've got that front hand jab out there, you'll see them kind of peering at the jab. That's all they're doing. So we're just seeing if we can get a guy to commit, and then that's when you go for the strike. Now if you're doing Korea style, whenever they score it, usually one shot will end the match, one solid shot. If you're doing the Japanese, the kendo style, it's more of a point system, kind of like point sparring. Now, neither of them really take into account the target area. Whenever we play around, we're going to take into account the target area. So, if I end up getting in and getting a good clean strike on his arm, what has to happen? Some of you have played this game.
Yes, they are.
He can't use that arm, so now he's a one-handed swordsman. Hopefully this helps me out a little bit. Because if I really want to torture the guy, what I'm going to do next is probably go for a leg. Why just kill him instantly when we can have fun, right? So if we can see Mr. Stock hop around one arm, one leg trying to fight, then it really becomes fun. And now I can dance around and go for a good shot. Things you have to remember though, even though these are foam padded, they still hurt. So we're not swinging, we're not going ballistic at them. We're still going to use good control just like we do in sparring. But our targets are not going to be anywhere in the face. Nothing in the face area. If they have a helmet, you can do the back or top of the head. Top of the head, side of the head. If they don't have a helmet, again, it's whatever they're comfortable with, but only top of the head. Any other target, any headshot, if you're allowing that, is an automatic win. So if you get the strike to the head, it's an automatic win. What we're not going to count, though, is just like in sparring, this is real sword fighting. You heard Mr. Doran mention sword fighting before. If we were judging a ring and you're doing this, those won't count as strikes. Same here. If you're just doing this and you're just barely touching, you don't get the strike. Now, if you're doing this and you come in and actually get a good cut, and we get a body cut, what does he have to do to keep himself from bleeding? Cover him. So again, that makes him a one-arm man again. So, whenever we're playing around with this, cut to the body, cut to the arms, eliminates one arm, slows you down a little bit. Cut to the head is an automatic. A thrust is an automatic. So if you get that good clean thrust, you win. If you get that good clean shot to the head, you win. Everything else just disables them. Any questions? All right. So I need higher belts.